Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to our next episode of 101 Talking Station with me, EZLO21. Today's episode 5 is going to be about the eShop and the Nintendo Switch's sales. But first, let's go ahead and put on some music and the countdown timer. So here we go, guys. There's the countdown timer. And here's the music. And while that's going, guys, I'm going to check my frame rate, make sure it's working good still. So here we go. Yep, so far so good. Oh, when I talk about the eShop too, guys, I will be doing the, I will be using the monitor capture when I do too, so be prepared for that. I'm going to let the countdown timer go while I get some. Hang on just a second. Oh, hi there, Wominator, how you doing? As you can see here, I'm just getting ready to start our episode 5 of the 101 Talking Station with me, EZLO21. So, I will be talking about the eShop, Nintendo Switch, and let's see here, the Wii U and the 3DS's eShop, and talk about what came on the eShop today. And we'll be talking about the Nintendo Switch sales news that Nintendo released today about their United States sales for the Nintendo Switch too. So I'll be starting that here in less than 3 minutes. So be prepared for that. Oh yeah, and tomorrow's game that I will be streaming, guys, is going to be a viewer's choice game. So if you want to see me do more, if you want to see me finish off Donkey Kong Country 2 tomorrow, or continue with Yoshi's Island, or start another game, then please let me know. You can let me know either here or on the Yoshi's Island stream that I'll be doing here after this. And just to let you know, I will be keeping this music going too, guys, while we're talking about the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo eShop news of the day. And we can also have another Q&A and another EZLO21 Asks the Viewer as well. If you have any questions you want to ask me, or if there's any questions I want to ask you, I will talk about that after the current news of the day gets, after I talk about the current news of the day. But for now, the countdown timer is done, so I'm going to stop it and switch over to the actual stream now. Here we go. I need to switch over to monitor capture. And I'm going to go to my Nintendo Press account for a second. Hang on. And the first things first, let's talk about the eShop games. And so that I can see y'all's questions when they pop up. Hang on just a second, guys. Okay, there we go, guys. I'm going to try to fix something real quick too, so let's see here. Okay, here we go now, guys. Hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, the Nintendo download news for the day from the Nintendo eShop on my Nintendo Press account is, first of all, Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo 3DS, Kirby Battle Royale, the demo version, and that will be released, and that launches on the full version of the game of Kirby Battle Royale launches on January 19th and is available for pre-purchase in the Nintendo eShop. Game in 2D. And next on the agenda is Nintendo eShop sales. Nintendo eShop sales for Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, and Wii U. Great deals this week. Check out the full list of deals available this week at http just basically go to www.nintendo.com/game/sales and deals to view more of that. And also, while we're on here, I'm going to, as you can see here, bring up the Restream chat for a second, see what that does. Okay, now next up on our list is also new this week, Grand Prix Rock and Roll Racing, Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. And then there's Pick a I guess it's Pick Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch as well. And, hi there, Zenora, how are you doing? As you can see here, I'm just talking about the sales. Actually, as you can see here, I'm just talking about the eShop right now and what's on it for this week. And next up on our agenda is the ACA Neo Geo King of the Monsters for Nintendo Switch as well. That's also releasing this week. And then finally, we've got Strike Bold, a Dodgeball Adventure Deluxe for the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch as well. And then down at the bottom, it's got additional games and systems required for multiplayer mode, sold separately, as you can see here. As you can see there, I got the Restream chat in the back popped up a little bit. So next, let's go to the next. Well, actually, do y'all have any questions regarding the eShop before I move on? Hi there, Berto. How are you doing? Now, like I was saying, do y'all have any questions about the eShop before I move on, guys? And for those that missed it earlier, this right here is basically the entire list of things that I've talked about today in the Nintendo eShop. As you can see here, it's I'm going to go over them one more time too. Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo 3DS, Kirby Battle Royale demo version, and the full game releases on January 19th. And then we also, like I mentioned before, talked about Nintendo eShop sales. Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, and Wii U. And then it says, great deals this week. Check out full listings and stuff like I've talked about earlier. Oh yeah, I've played Earthbound before, Zenrora. I've actually got it from my Wii U Virtual Console. I'll pop that up after I get out of the eShop. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the next item on our list. So let me go back to my press account on the Nintendo press room and go to Nintendo Switch becomes the fastest selling home video game system of all time in the US. Okay, as you can see here, there's the title and the two Switch box arts right here. And then of course the Nintendo Switch logo right there. Let's move on to the actual news items though. Okay, first off, acclaimed Mario and Legend of Zelda titles lead strong game lineup, fuel continued momentum. Richmond, Washington, January 4th, 2018. Nintendo Switch has become the fastest selling video game console, video game system in U.S. history. The home console that players can take wherever they go, launched March 3rd, 2017, and in 10 months has sold more than 4.8 million units in the United States, according to the Nintendo's internal sales figures. That's the highest total for Nintendo, or that's the highest total for the first 10 months of any home video game system in U.S. history, surpassing Nintendo's own Wii system, which was the previous record holder with more than 4 million units sold during the same time frame. So there you go, guys. The Switch has actually beat out the Wii U in its first 10 months of sales through the first year. Something that people thought that Nintendo would never be able to strike lightning with ever again, has struck lightning here. And then also it talks about how fans across the country have experienced the joy of playing their favorite games at home or on the go, said Reggie Fils-Aimé, Nintendo of America's president and COO. Now that many more people have received Nintendo Switch systems for the holidays, we look forward to bringing them fun new surprises in 2018 and beyond. A strong library of games continues to fuel momentum for Nintendo Switch in the US. More than 60% of Nintendo Switch owners have Super Mario Odyssey, and over 55% own The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Not only are these games system sellers, but they're also two of the highest rated games in history. Nintendo Switch owners also possess the fun, competitive games Mario 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 2 at rates of more than 50% and 20% respectively. So as you can see there, guys, that's a huge accomplishment there for Nintendo. And then it gets to more than 300 games created by third-party developers have already launched for Nintendo Switch. These include big-name brands like FIFA 18 from Electronic Arts, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Just Dance 2018 from Ubisoft, Minecraft Switch Edition from Mojanga, or however you say their name, Mojanga, or however you say her name, like I said. Then there's LA Noire from Rockstar Games, NBA 2K18 from 2K Games, Sonic Mania from Sega, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers from Capcom, Rocket League from, I guess it's Phoenix, and the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and Doom from Bethesda. Nintendo Switch has also received strong support from indie developers with a steady stream of favorites like SteamWorld Dig 2 from Image and Form, Golf Story from Sidebar Games, Overclocked Special Edition from Team 17 Digital Ltd, and Stardew Valley from Chucklefish LDT. And as you can see there, at the bottom here, we still got more this year. Nintendo Switch owners can look forward to Nintendo published games like Kirby Star Allies, Bayonetta, Bayonetta 2, and a new game starring Yoshi. Fans can also expect continued support from major publishers such as EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Capcom, Sega, Take-Two, and Bethesda, plus a growing catalog of quality content from indie developers. Remember that Nintendo Switch features parental controls that let adults manage their content their children can access. For more information about other features, then it says to visit. Then you got Nintendo.com/Switch, and then there's About Nintendo, which if you've looked at my main website before, you know pretty much what it says because it's already copied on there. So, let's go ahead and ask y'all if you have any questions about what I've mentioned so far. I don't know about that, Isaias. I think that's just a rumor going around right now. And also, guys, if you like what you've heard and what you're seeing, then please hit that like button when you're done too. But if you have any questions about this or the Nintendo eShop news, then please you can go ahead and type it out and let me know so I can read it, and then I'll tell you my response to it. So if you have any questions about Nintendo becoming the fastest selling, or the Nintendo Switch becoming the fastest selling home video game system of all time in the United States of America, then go ahead and ask me, and I'll let you know my thoughts after you tell me after y'all pass your question along. And while I'm waiting on y'all's questions, I'm gonna catch my breath a little bit and get me a drink of water. So hang on just a second, guys. Well, the Nintendo Switch is so popular right now because you can either play it on the go or you can plug it up to your TV and play it on your HD or 4K TV, or on your 4K TVs, Birdo. And then games like Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild have definitely helped out in that regard too. Then there's Ultra Street Fighter 2 that's helped out, and then there's Splatoon 2, and then there's also, for those that like it, there's ARMS, then there's Snipper Clips, then there's also eShop games like versus Super Mario versus Super Mario Brothers for the arcade actives part of it. And then I pretty much can say that Nintendo Switch will definitely continue doing great in 2018 as long as they give us these newer games and stuff that people's most excited for, like Bayonetta 2 and the original Bayonetta on the Switch. And then there's, like I said, there's also Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 2 that people loved playing, but they didn't want to get the Wii U to play it. And if you like RPGs, you would definitely love Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle as well. And I'm sure there's a few niche fans out there that loved Just Dance, that picked up Just Dance 18 and Just Dance 2018. And then there's fans out there that liked LA Noire. And then there's your usual Sonic fans that love Sonic Mania, which definitely I can say helped out the Switch sales a little bit. And most likely Ultra Street Fighter 2 helped out in that regard a little bit as well. Yep, Bayonetta 2, and Bayonetta 3 are all coming exclusively to the Nintendo Switch, Birdo. So the Switch is actually getting 3 Bayonetta games, not just 2. They showed off a little bit of Bayonetta 3 at the Game Awards back on December 7th, in fact. And that's been almost a month ago now. It will have been a month ago in 3 days. As of Sunday, in fact. And also, then there's people who loved Rocket League that also wanted to see it on the Nintendo Switch. It got their wish too, so they picked up Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch as well. And then there's your usual Skyrim fans as well. And then there's some that picked up Doom as well. But I couldn't tell you how popular Doom is because I haven't been paying attention to Doom. I've just been paying attention to the other games that I mentioned. And then you have your indie developers, where people picked up like SteamWorld Dig 2 and Golf Story. I know of at least one person on YouTube who's picked up Golf Story, and his name is Bang Bang Potato from Sidebar Games. And then there's a lot of people who's picked up Stardew Valley as well from I guess from Chucklefish. And then the reason I say the Nintendo Switch is going to continue its momentum in 2018 as well is because of games like Kirby Star Allies, and then the 3 mentioned Bayonetta games that I talked about. Then there's a new game starring Yoshi that I've mentioned in previous 101 Talking Station episodes with me, EZLO21. That's also being developed for the Nintendo Switch as well. And then something else that I hadn't talked about yet, that apparently Nintendo just popped up on their press website here not too long ago, under the product release schedule, is like I said, Kirby Battle Royale comes out on the 19th, and then there's Dragon Quest Builders, which I've mentioned before. And then again, there's, like I've also mentioned, Kirby Star Allies, and then there's also Project Octopath Traveler working title that has a release date of 2018. Okay, let's see here. Okay, next let's go ahead and look at going back into the Nintendo Switch becomes the fastest selling video game system of all time article, and let's see if there's anything else I've missed. Real quick. Let's see here. Nope, I haven't missed anything so far. The next thing I wanted to do real quick, guys, is fix the viewer count. I don't care if y'all see me. I don't care if y'all see my Streamlabs for a second. Because I'm going to go ahead and fix the viewer count for just a second. So here we go, guys. So they'll pop up and show how many viewers we got. So give me just a second to fix that. Okay guys, there we go. That should be fixed now. Sorry about that. Okay, next up. Let's have some, let's have a Q&A with me, EZLO21, and let's also go ahead and do the, EZLO21 Asks the Viewer, and see if y'all have any questions for me. Yep, I've got Twitch too. I'm streaming to YouTube, I'm also streaming to Twitch, and I'm also streaming to an account called Mixer as well. But yet, Birdo, I do. And now my question for you, Birdo, is what do you think? What do you think of the Nintendo Switch being the fastest selling system in the United States? And I'm going to go ahead and type it out for you too. Well, since you went ahead and gave me your answer, I'm just going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm impressed too. And if you missed the sales numbers for that, Birdo, let me go back up here and say, as of from March 3rd, 2017, in 10 months, the Nintendo Switch has sold more than 4.8 million units in the United States, according to Nintendo's internal sales figures. That's the highest total for the first 10 months of any home video game system in U.S. history, by the way, surpassing Nintendo's own Wii U system, which was the previous record holder, with more than 4 million units sold during that same time frame last generation too. So you know, guys. Just to let y'all know. And hang on a second, Birdo, let me look at something on. Let me look at something on Nightbot. Oh, it's not your fault, Birdo. Hang on just a second. Just watch the caps and the yeah, according to Nightbot, it says you used too many caps. But anyway, as you can see here, I'm going to ask another question and say, what do you guys think of the eShop news of the day? I'm gonna go back to that now for just a second. And for those that may have missed it earlier, here are those games again. With Curry Battle Royale demo version. And then also new this week, you've got Grand Prix Rock and Racing. Then you've got Pick a Pick Deluxe. And then you got ACA Neo Geo's King of the Monsters. And then you've got Skateball, a Dodgeball Adventure Deluxe. And that's pretty much all the games that there is for the eShop this week on the 3DS and the Wii, on the 3DS and the Nintendo Switch. I'm also going to ask, can y'all hear me good with the music going? Okay, that's good. I'm just making sure, because when I did the first 101 talking station, I wanted to wait and see if the music was just right before I added it in. and the volume on the music is on 75. So I'm going to take, let me see how long we've been going to. Okay, we've been streaming for 36 minutes. So let's go another 15-20 minutes maybe. So if you have any more questions for me, then go ahead and type them out, and then I'll wait and see what they are, then give you my response to them. And also, the next thing that I'm going to do while I'm waiting on that is pop up a few mini screenshots here. As you can see here, you've got the 3DS Kirby Battle Royale Demo Screenshot 1. As you can see there, it says a golden apple. It pretty much shows you versus computers 2 and 3 apparently. And then next, there's another screenshot. And then you've got Kirby and two other. You got pink Kirby, and then you got blue and green Kirby as well. And then you got King of Monsters Screenshot 1, 2, and 3. And then there's, of course, 4 and 5. And it stops after Screenshot 6 on that one. And here's pretty much what every game looks like in screenshot form. Oh yeah, and this Pick a Pick is definitely a reminder of the Twilight Princess of the Twilight Princess game for the My Nintendo members that bought it. And it kind of shows you characters here and what they look like too. And then here's the dodgeball game right here. It's pretty much your basic dodgeball adventure, where you're just dodging balls and catch them and stuff. And then some of your dodgeball characters too. And you got what looks like a gambling part right here. And then there's a sixth screenshot right there. And that's the end of them. So now, I'm going to go ahead and say that if there's nothing else that we need to talk about, like any more questions for me before we get ready to end this particular 5th episode of the 101 Talking Station with me, EZLO21, then go ahead and be getting ready for when I do some more Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advanced 3. But I'm going to give y'all a few more minutes to see if y'all have any more questions. And I'm going to think about if I have any more questions for y'all too. And while we're thinking, I'm going to get me a drink of water, guys. Whew. It could be questions about the eShop. We can even talk about the possible Nintendo Direct rumor that I talked about yesterday. Just any questions in general, Berto, if you've got any. Okay, E3. Okay, give me 1 second to look that up, Berto, okay? And this will be part of my semi-promotion for E3 2018 as well, Berto. As you can see here, here we go. According to the E3 website, it says mark your calendar, June 12th through 14th, 2018, in Los Angeles, California. And of course, I will not be attending because I can't afford it. Yeah, just so you know. And since we're getting into conventions and stuff, since we're talking about conventions and other stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and look up the Game Developers Conference while we're at it, because that'll be the next thing that comes up. Okay, the Game Developers Conference for this year is on March 19th through the 23rd. The expo part of it is March 21st through the 23rd. Let's look at the exhibitor list for this one, and then we'll go back and look at the E3 exhibitor list as well. And this is for every company, by the way, too, guys, when it comes to the Game Developers Conference. And as you can see, you've got Apple. And I'll just talk about the ones that I know of, too, by announcing them off. So, let's see here. You've got E3 on the list. Then you've got Google on there. Let's see here. You've got Intel Incorporation on there. Then you've got Microsoft on there, who's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. And then you've got Nintendo on there, who's got BMR 5323, BMR 5327, and BMR 5331 all in the North Hall. So So Nintendo will definitely have a presence at the Game Developers Conference this year, guys. It apparently will be bigger than last year's, I think. Since they've got three rooms. And then let's see if there's anything else on here. You got NVIDIA. Then there may be some on here that you guys know. There's Roblox Corporation, then you've also got your Rockhead Games. You've got Silver Dollar Games on here. And then of course you got Sony Interactive Entertainment America with only one room in the South Hall. They're not going to have a big presence this year. You've got Swiss Games, who's got a bunch of rooms. You've got TeamSpeak. Then of course you've got Ubisoft. You've got Unity. You've got VR Star Games for those who are into VR games. Then there is Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. And they don't have a room listed right now. And that's pretty much everything here. So now let's go back to the E3 website. I'm going to move the I moved the Restream chat for just a second, guys. Anyway, the E3 website don't have much on it right now. But to highlight, hang on just a second. This was last year's E3 page. And as you can see here, they don't have anything else on it yet. So let's go back to the E3 2018 page right here and see if there's anything else that we need to mark. Okay, let's see here. If you're an exhibitor, or if you're somebody who wants to exhibit stuff at E3, it shows off interested in exhibiting, present all aspects of the video games space. E3 is your opportunity to showcase products, debut technologies, and align your brand with the future of video games. Sign up to connect with a sales representative to discuss exhibit space options. I'm not going to do that because we are just a video games, we're just a Nintendo games fan site and stuff like that, basically. Now, if you're interested in attending, which its focus fixed on video games. Yeah, with its focus fixed on video games, let's see here. It's E3 is where product launches happen, groundbreaking technologies are debuted, and news is made. Sign up for updates and announcements. So if you're in the area and you're interested in attending, you will want to view everything here that I have highlighted, as you can see. Whew. And I think that'll pretty much do it for E3 news and stuff like that for now too, guys. Because we're now over an hour in, so I'm going to go ahead and say, if you have any other questions, then let me know. But I do have another question for you too, Berto. This is for the EZLO21 Asks the Viewer, by the way. So I'll answer your question, then I'll ask you what I was going to say. We are going to go for maybe another minute, and then I will be letting this particular stream process, and then we'll start Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advanced 3, where I left off. So my question for you now, Berto, is, what are you most excited for possibly happening at either the Game Developers Conference from Nintendo or one of the aforementioned companies that I talked about at the Game Developers Conference website, or what are you most excited about seeing at E3 2018? And I will give you a few minutes to type out your response, and I'll read it out loud. And while you're typing out your answer, I'm going to get me a drink of water. Yeah, I'll type it out. Hang on just a second. And there you go, Berto. It is. What are you most excited to see at the Game Developers Conference 2018? Or at E3 2018, or both? And again, I'll give you a few minutes to type it out. And that'll be my last question as well for this particular episode, by the way. Okay, well, as far as Splatoon 2 is going, the only thing I see Nintendo doing from here when it comes to Splatoon 2 is more Splatfest. I don't see them releasing any new updates or anything for it. And as far as ARMS, I don't know if Nintendo's going to be having any new games in the ARMS series or not. I don't know if they'll have another ARMS update or not. So, with that, I'm pretty much saying an hour plus into this particular episode now, guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and switch off the monitor capture here and put the Elgato back on, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to 101 talking station ending here too, and say thank you for tuning into the 101 talking station with me, EZLO21. This has been episode 5, eShop and Nintendo Switch sales news. I will go ahead and say again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys here in about 10-15 minutes where we will do some more Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. I'm going to go ahead and end this particular episode of the 101 Talking Station with me, EZLO21. Oh, and that's cool, Berto, and thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I'll see you guys here in about 10-15 minutes when we do some more Yoshi's Island gameplay, as I mentioned before. So, again, see you in 15, Berto. I'm gonna let this process now. Goodbye, everyone.